What's up, guys? I've just arrived in Berlin after a very early start this morning. Arrived at the hotel where the event that I'm hosting this evening is happening. This is for Voestalpine, the sponsor of all the European races, Formula E. So I'm just going to go and quickly check out the venue, have a quick look around, and then head off to the circuit to go and meet some people down there. So just arrived at the venue, Tempelhof Airport. It's an amazing place, this really historic venue. For those who might have seen it, I did a track guide here a month or so ago when there was nothing here. It was just a blank space, and it was really interesting to have a look around it in a bit more detail without the kind of the regulation and process that there obviously always is on a big event like this. Anyway, I'm here after having a taxi ride with certainly the angriest taxi driver I've ever worked or ever had a pleasure of being driven by. He was angry at everybody and everything, road workers, construction workers, other road users, traffic in general, even the emergency services. He managed to have a shout at on the way. German government as well, got into politics. We covered pretty much all topics, but on every one of them he was angry. He also very kindly pointed out when I asked to come to Tempelhof Airport that actually it's no longer an airport and I wouldn't be able to get a flight. Which is good to know.
So he said that there was even a politician who once joined the Fridays for Future demonstration and gave them questionnaires, but none of the possible answers were any answers that he thought were acceptable.
So I'm here at Nico Rosberg's GreenTech Festival. That's part of the Berlin ePrix setup, and I've got to say he's taken over two enormous aircraft hangars within the building. Just check these out. Just check out the scale of that. That's just one of them. There's another one the other side, and it's filled with amazing technologies like this. Electric taxis, airborne taxis, vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. There's another one of those, another company making something similar. Over there you might just be able to see in the corner, that is the Porsche Mission E electric car that's coming very soon. There's another one that I'll show you in a moment over in the E-Village, but all sorts of amazing technologies and generally all green stuff as well, which of course is a big thing for Nico now. He's pushing into these areas, and actually I think what he's doing here is absolutely fantastic. I don't even know. Check this out. If you didn't see that, that said 1900 horsepower. That is the Pininfarina Battista, made or designed in conjunction with Mahindra Racing, and the company is actually owned by Mahindra. I've just seen Dilbag Gill, team principal of Mahindra, just bumped into him, who's talking me through it. That is an insane car, 1900 horsepower. Can you even imagine? Still at concept stage, but they are going to production with it, and it's going to have Mahindra Formula E based technology on board as well. So this is a real sign of what's happening in this whole space. This is booming marketplace of electric technology, and it's changing the game, particularly in the automotive sense, but also, as you've just seen, in other areas as well, like airborne transportation. So it's exciting times with this technology, and Formula E has kind of been at the centre of it since it started back in 2014. quite amazing. Right, this is the E-Village, which is an amazing thing that Formula E do, and it houses all of the brand activations from some of the major automotive manufacturers. A huge number of people exhibit here with some amazing stuff. They're future cars, concept cars, a lot of electric cars obviously from lots of different brands. And the best part is it's free to get in, so even if you don't have a race ticket, if you're in Berlin, you can come down inside the airport, you can walk around this place and go and see everybody that's here. So let's go and have a little look around. That is sick. Single-seater electric concept from Audi. It's been really interesting to see how much activation Porsche are doing, even though they're not even in the championship yet. Massive presence both in here, but also all around the tracks you may have seen for those who've watched it. And look at this. Cannot wait to see hitting the streets. Equally, Mercedes really starting to ramp up their presence as well. So as the cars go out for free practice 1, which is unusual on a Friday, slightly different event timings this weekend, partly because of the German football final, and they moved the event because of that last year and found actually they had great TV ratings slotted just before that final here in Germany, that they've done it again this year to try and maximise the eyeballs on the series. And so as a result of that, they're doing free practice sessions now on a Friday, which would normally happen on a Saturday morning. But as the cars go out for free practice, I'm actually leaving the track. So it's been a really good couple of hours just saying hello to everybody, just catching up with people. So many friends in this paddock. It's one of my favourite paddocks. In fact, I might go as far as to say this is my favourite paddock of all the motorsport series that I've been involved with over the years. Such a friendly place, a happy place, a relaxed place, a fun place. And you can't always say that about every paddock. In all sorts of categories, so really enjoy being here. Really nice to catch up and say hello to everybody. But now I've got to head back into the city of Berlin to get ready to host this event for Voestalpine tonight. It's 4:30 AM and it wasn't that long ago that I went to bed. Last night went really well though, by the way. The event that I was hosting last night was great fun. It was a really good, slick event, all went smoothly. Had a great chat with Stoffel van Dorn on stage for part of it, who I really like, by the way, and I think he's going to be really strong. He's going to be a really strong competitor in Formula E. He's going to be racing for Mercedes next year, and I think that whole operation is going to be a real contender. From the outset, we know how good Mercedes are at everything, how good their approach to things are. I mean, they may not be having the slickest time this year with Stoffel and his new team HWA in the series, but I think next year, after a year's worth of learning and with Mercedes behind them fully, I think he's going to be one to watch. So he was great fun. I had Michael Carcamo, who is the Global Motorsport Director of Nissan, who also I think is a great character, brilliant, lovely guy. And we had Yanni Andriopoulos, who's the commercial director of Formula E as well, which is really interesting to have that chat with him about what Formula E has been through to get to where it is now, and where Formula E essentially might end up. They absolutely have aspirations to be the number one motorsport category in the world, and he can absolutely see that happening in the next 10 years. Being motorsport's premier class, and it's difficult to disagree with him because of the rapid rate of expansion they've gone through right now, and how the world's changing, how the world will be changing over the next 10 years. It's difficult to see how, with the automotive industry undoubtedly going fully electric, that this category, in terms of Formula E, is just going to continue its expansion. So anyway, some really interesting talking points, and the event was a lot of fun, like I say, but it went on quite late, and it's now 4:30 in the morning. So it was a fleeting visit to Berlin, and of course I'm heading home now before any of the real action on track has happened. No qualifying and the race happening later on today. So I'm knackered, had a good trip, but the best part of all of this is I'm going home.